Last week, we talked about John Coltrane's remarkable album, Blue Train, released in 1957. He recorded the album in 24 hours in just one session. This is the sound of a legendary musician becoming who he always wanted to be. But while Coltrane was in the studio recording Blue Train in New Jersey, he spent long nights playing with Thelonious Monk. Welcome back to the Creating the Code. I'm Paul Jones, and tonight we're going to talk about one of the most important final statements in jazz history. Here's what most people don't know. In 1957, the same year Coltrane recorded Blue Train, he joined Thelonious Monk's quartet at the Five Spot Cafe in New York City. 6 months, every night, playing with the most unconventional mind in jazz. He taught him how to think differently about space, about silence, and about what you leave out of the music being just as important as what you put in it. You cannot understand Coltrane without understanding Monk. They are two sides of the same coin. So tonight, we flip the coin. November 15, 1971, Chappelle Studios, London, England. Thelonious Monk walked into the studio with Art Blakely on drums and Al Kibben on bass, and he recorded what would become his final significant sessions as a leader. He was only 54 years old. His health was declining. Within months, he would retreat into a silence that lasted until his death in 1982. Over a decade of barely speaking, barely performing. Nobody knew it at the time, but London was his last farewell. The Black Lion label released it, a small UK imprint dedicated to preserving rare gems from American jazz and blues legends. Without Black Lion, this music might have been lost entirely. The record existed because someone cared enough to capture it. That's what the crate is all about. He's unaccompanied on most of it. He played solo, just Monk and the piano. No rhythm section to hide behind, no horn players to carry the melody. Just the most original piano mind in jazz history, alone in a room. And what he does is extraordinary. He savors the pause between notes. He lets chords decay into silence. One critic described it as Monk weaving magic spells on the 88 keys. That's exactly right. He alternates between his compositions and familiar standards, but nothing sounds familiar when Monk plays it. He takes a song you've heard 100 times and make you hear it for the first time. That's the genius. That's what 40 years of playing jazz does to a man's relationship with the piano. This isn't a young man showing off. This is a master saying goodbye. I'm Paul Jones. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.